Alright, so what's up, nation? It's been a long time since I last uploaded a video on this Raider channel. I kind of forgot about it, to be honest with you. Well, not the cause of our team being horrible lately, but just life as a man, you know. But anyways, the last time I uploaded a video, Derek Carr was our quarterback, John Gruden was our coach, and I think Paul Gunther was still our defensive coordinator. But whatever, let's get into it. So I've been in tune with everything that our team has been doing, and that's a must. But I've never been as motivated as ever to make this kind of breakdown, which is really like it's like a pros and cons type list. Something what I think our head coach Josh McDaniel's and Dave Ziegler have done to our franchise in the short 2 years. I'm gonna sum it up all in one. I'm gonna try to be unbiased and have a detailed pros and cons list. All right, so let's get started. So let's begin with the good that's been done so far with this regime. And I'm going to go ahead and start for my pros of what they've done good for our franchise. And this is what I wrote down for my pros. In each line, I'll go ahead and describe everything, what I think they've done, like every little point. So first off, starting with, they found the number 2 wide receiver in Jacoby Myers. So of course, everybody knows that we have Davante Adams now. Back then, when I was uploading videos on this channel, we didn't even have a number 1 wide receiver at the time. I think it was like Waller was our number 1 target that Derek Carr was hitting all the time, but he wasn't even a wide receiver. But we finally got Davante Adams in a trade. And also, what this regime did was they brought in Jacoby Myers, the wide receiver from the New England Patriots, which I thought it was a really good pickup. And that's one thing that they did good for us, because we were really struggling with wide receivers back then. And as of now, we're still struggling, but Jacoby Myers is a dog and he's getting shit done. So him and Davante are a great pair. They complement each other very well. And I think that's one thing that Josh McDaniel's and Dave Ziegler have done good so far for our franchise. My second point, this is a very short pros list. My second point is we signed Josh McDaniel. We signed Josh Jacobs, running back. We know they passed up on his 5th-year option, and I kind of thought that was kind of stupid, but at the same time, I kind of want him to get re-signed to a good 2-3 year deal. Give him the bag and have him I would say give us the best of his career as long as he's here, because in the future, running backs ain't that durable. So I figured Josh Jacobs would I wanted them to sign him to a 3-year deal, but he did his little holdout, and which was understandable. He put in work last year and he deserved it, but he got a couple more mil. They 12 mil, and Josh Jacobs deserved to be on the team. So that's the second best thing they did for this team, that's signing Josh Jacobs. Okay, so we're on to our third and final pro of the list, and this is the funny part right here, is they fixed the red zone woes. So as you know, Derek Carr back in the past, in these past seasons that we had, he was having a really hard time getting into the end zone. And last year, a lot of people were blaming Josh McDaniels for that whole situation of him not actually getting past, inside the end zone. So, that just proves that, it just proves so far that it's true but not true. But in the instance of we're actually scoring points more in the end zone, so the percentages are up from what Derek Carr was doing last year and years prior. So that's why I say he fixed the red zone woes, because honestly, when we get to the red zone, we score most of the time. And Jacoby Myers is a big proponent of that, and that's what I give them, and that's stretching it far. I try to look for good, being unbiased and everything, because Josh McDaniel's and Dave Ziegler are on a short string, and they haven't did shit so far. So that's basically it right there for my pros. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is get into my cons. These are my cons of what they've done to this franchise so far since they've been here. And I'm not gonna shit on them, but I'm gonna go ahead and speak the truth, speak what I feel, and speak my opinion, which I think most of the nation has also. So let's go ahead and start with the cons list. And I'm gonna let you know right now, this is a long list, and this is all facts right here. You can go ahead and check it up and look it up yourself. It might not be the perfect list, but I think it's a list that everyone could agree on, in the Raider Nation. So let's start it off. So number 1, he kept Patrick Graham as defensive coordinator. Of course. Okay, so everybody knows my disdain, or everybody who's heard these videos in the past or know about this channel know my disdain for Paul Gunther. When John Gruden had him here, he kept him here too long, and I see the history repeating itself. Patrick Graham he's a low tier defensive coordinator, and I'm gonna give you a little stat of his last 2 seasons before. Well, actually, last season and the year before that, when we hired him. Okay, so when we hired Patrick Graham as defensive coordinator, he was ranked 26th for the Giants. New York's defense was ranked 26th altogether. And when we're hiring, a lot of the Raider Nation was like, "Oh yeah, cool. We got Patrick Graham. He's gonna do wonders with this defense." But I was like, "Wait, who the fuck is Patrick Graham?" First of all, and second of all, why are they praising this dude when he's had the 26th ranked defense that year? In 2021 for the New York Giants. Actually, no. He was ranked 23rd for the New York Giants, right? New York Giants ranked 23rd in 2021, right? 2021, 2022 rank. He was 26th. Okay, so I was kind of confused right there. So no, he was ranked 23rd when we hired him, but last year for the Raiders, he was ranked 26th, which is, he got worse, so it's like fucking mind blowing, so basically now this year in 3 games going into 4, he is ranked 30th ranked defense in the NFL, and history repeats itself. Garbage is going to be garbage, and I think Patrick Graham is a horrible fucking defensive coordinator. I think a lot of people blew this guy up for no fucking reason, and I wanted Rex Ryan, honestly. If we had Rex Ryan and Rob Ryan, that would have been great for me, but you don't always get what you want. So let me go into my second. So that's the first. I'm going to my second point in the cons list. So it's a long list, remember. So the second point is we drafted Tyree Wilson. Fuck Tyree Wilson. Raiders always do this stupid shit where they overthink things and they go ahead and pick the unobvious shit, an obvious player for the fucking draft, So this year we drafted Tyree Wilson, and our number 1 need was a defensive tackle. Jalen Carter was out there. We'd even try to attempt to get him. Hearing from sources, whatever, not my sources, I don't got no fucking sources, but hearing from YouTube, the people that have sources, they didn't even have Jalen Carter on the list. They weren't even gonna draft him. They weren't even thinking about drafting him. So that's one fucking bonehead shit that they did, and those 2 things together are a whole reason why our defense is struggling this year, man. I mean, come on, you can pick up a defensive tackle, something we've been needing for like years now. So I don't know, but yeah, just a bunch of bullshit. But let's move on. Just trying not to make this too long. One thing they did, and again, this is for a whole. This is not just for what they did this year. This is for what Josh McDaniel's and Dave Ziegler have done since they got here. So for my third point, they signed Chandler Jones in free agency. Everybody knows what the fuck is going on with this dude. Well, actually, we don't know what's going on with this dude. He's going haywire. He's going mental. He's going, I don't know, I don't like to make fun of that, but at the same time, it's like, you didn't know he had those type of problems coming in into free agency, like crazy. Last year he was fucking garbage. A lot of people like to tout that he did some good things just because he like stiff armed fucking Mac Jones, Patriots quarterback, and shit. He stiff armed him and went in for the touchdown because Jacoby Myers threw it back and shit. But man, that guy's he was horrible last year. He came in here and did what anybody on the at the left end, was it left end? No, at the right end tackle could do. Right end defensive end could do whatever. Any second or third stringer, anybody could do what his numbers were last year. So that's what I'm trying to say. We signed Chandler Jones. He's going AWOL this fucking year, and we don't know what the fuck we're gonna do with them. Anyways, going into my fourth point, we restructured Chandler Jones' contract, creating deep cap penalty. So what we did in the offseason, we structured this guy, put more time on pour more time and money on his fucking contract, and this guy he hasn't even played one snap. Like I said, he's going AWOL, he's going haywire. We don't know what's going on with him, and it just put us in deep cap penalty, man. I mean, how are you gonna be this so-called front office guru and this offensive guru, and you're doing stupid fucking decisions like this, man? I mean, it is what it is. So that's the whole Chandler Jones situation. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. Let's go on. So the fifth point is he signed Hunter Renfrow to a new contract with no plans to use him more. So we signed Hunter Renfrow. We got like 5 fucking slot receivers that it's crazy that he doesn't even use most of them. Hunter Renfrow is getting open sometimes out there. I won't say that he's getting open a lot, because I've seen different instances of him kind of fumbling and looking kind of weak out there. But for the most part, he's done what he could or what he's given, because Josh McDaniel's won't put him in the scheme, bro. Like, he won't use him. Why would you sign this motherfucker for future years and not even put him in your scheme? Just horrible decisions left and right. And Hunter Renfrow, he's probably gonna get traded before the trade deadline, but I like Hunter Renfrow, and I think that he has a part in this offense, but I guess McDaniel's don't see it, so it is what it is. So my 6th point is he signed Darren Waller only to trade him because friction causing us to draft a high round tight end. Okay, so he signed Darren Waller. I guess he leaked Darren Waller's getting married or some shit. Darren Waller didn't like that. He has to be traded or whatever. Him and McDaniel's had this friction, which is fucking retarded. What is this, a soap opera? Anyways, what that whole move did was he signed him to that contract. He has Ziegler signed him, and then we traded him. Like, what the fuck? We traded him, and I think we got back like a 3rd round for him, or 2nd or 3rd round. I think it was a 3rd rounder. Just fucking retarded in my opinion. And having friction with a player like that, come on, it's fucking retarded. And I mean, what it did was it caused us to go ahead and draft Michael Mayer, which he's not even what I thought he was. He's horrible at pass blocking. They don't even use him. I don't even know how much catches he has this season. I'm pretty sure I could count on my one hand how much catches he had this season. I don't know. It's fucking ridiculous. These decisions these dudes are making are are killing our franchise. And I try to give him the benefit of the doubt in the past, but these are things that you can't just look over. So anyways, I think that we're on our 7th point. So he didn't sign any playmaker at defensive tackle in free agency. Okay, so again, he didn't sign no defensive tackle. I think we got John Jenkins, who's like fucking 40 years old or whatever. We didn't get nobody in free agency this year. Last year we didn't get nobody. It just fucking, yeah. Let's just go on to the next one. So the next point is he signed Derek Carr, then traded him to replace him from Jimmy Garoppolo. He should have just released DC during the first year as head coach, or traded him to get draft capital. Okay, so that's what I wrote, and that speaks for itself right there. He should have traded him instead of replacing him. You get what I'm saying? When he came in, he should have just cleaned house. If he didn't want Derek Carr as his quarterback, he should have just got rid of him. I didn't even want Derek Carr as quarterback anymore, but for some reason this guy thought he could keep him. He left that trapdoor contract for him, and he ended up just fucking releasing him or whatever. But come on, he could have got draft capital for him. I think last year either the Patriots or the Colts wanted to give us like a first round or a first and second or something for fucking ridiculous. This guy, he can't run an organization to save his fucking life. A team to save his life, I should say. But Ziegler either. These guys they're just bad for the organization all around. So that point speaks for itself, and I won't go deep into that. These are just things that my thoughts I thought to jot down and go ahead and share with you guys. So let me get on with it. The next point is he didn't draft a cornerback in the high rounds. Okay, so he didn't draft no cornerback in the high rounds, bro. Like last year or this year, I think he overthinks his picks or whatever. He doesn't understand that to have a good team, you need a good defense, and you need a young defensive back group out there. And the dude didn't draft any cornerback in the high rounds. I think he drafted 1 or 2 in the late rounds this year, and bro, they haven't worked out for shit. So I don't know. Hopefully in time they will learn and how to grasp the concept of playing in the NFL. But as of now, I'm not too. How would you say? I don't feel too good about it. So the next point is not signing any notable free linebackers in free agency or drafting in middle rounds when he had the chance. So yeah, man, he didn't sign any linebackers in free agency. Well, he did, but Spillane, which is like a fucking backup to a backup and shit, or he's alright, I guess you could say, but I guess he felt like he had good linebackers, which is Diablo and whatnot. But bro, like, you're not gonna get anywhere with Bolton. You're not gonna get anywhere with Diablo. You're not gonna get anywhere with Spillane. Bro, these guys are backups. And he'd even try to draft a fucking high round linebacker, which is just horrible, bro. I know I talk a lot of shit on Patrick Graham, but you gotta give him something, you gotta give him something. All right, so let's see. All right, so the next point is he drafted Zeus. Okay, so he drafted Zeus knowing damn well the motherfucker was injured, I think the year before in college. And not only that, bro, we didn't need a high round fucking running back. I think he was like in the 3rd round or something. Like, horrible fucking decisions this whole regime's making, man, and kind of buried his own grave. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Zeus, fuck, like with a name like that, you would think you would have a beast ass running back, but horrible. Anyway, let's get on with this. So the next point is not spending cap on a notable right tackle in free agency. So of course everybody knows we're struggling on the line this year, and the right tackle is a backup. Was it Jermaine Illuminor is a straight up backup, bro. Like he could have been just dead, but they went with him again, and man, I guess they did it for the money because I guess they got it for cheap, but still, bro, like look at our line. Josh Jacobs can't find a hole. He can't fucking get going. I know that he held out or whatever, but it's not all on Josh Jacobs. That line is doing fucking horrible. I know everybody could see it. So yeah, it's just another point in a fucking trash can full of fucking decisions they made this year and previous. All right, so let's keep going. So this is the funny one. They signed and kept Brian Hoyer as backup quarterback. I know we got O'Connell in the draft or whatever, but bro, Brian Hoyer looks like he's trying to bum a dollar to get his next fix for fentanyl, bro. Like that motherfucker looks like he's aged horribly throughout the years, and he's fucking garbage. Brian Hoyer, bro. Brian Hoyer. That's all I could say. You know, that's our quarterback, our backup. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. Anyways, for the last couple points actually, he drafted Neil Farrell. Neil Farrell was a defensive tackle last year, and the funny part is he traded him. You know, he traded him away to none other than the Chiefs. You know, the Chiefs got a defensive tackle, Neil Farrell, which I don't know if he's been good or not. I don't know if he's got any playing time with that. I don't watch them motherfuckers, so yeah, it's just horrible, man. Not only that, just that whole 2022 draft was fucking lackluster, bro. Like horrible. Everybody's fucking garbage from that draft, bro. Like ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. 2023. I would say the draft for this year, 2023, is the jury's still out. The jury is still out. We got to see how these guys, you know, develop, how they come together, if they even are something and can use their talent, and we'll see. You know, it's yet to be seen. So the final 2 points, which I'm going to get to, is they accrued more dead cap. So they accrue more dead cap in trading all these people, getting rid of all these people, and they drafted some of these people, you know. So it just, man, like they fucked up all around. And hopefully Mark Davis sees this, and after Sunday, if we lose to the fucking Chargers, bro, I hope McDaniel's and Ziegler are in the first class plane back to New England, right under Bill Belichick's sack, where they should be. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. And yeah, so to end this off, I'm gonna go ahead and say this: what he did, what Josh McDaniels did, and what Mark Davis did to fuck up this whole regime is he hired an unproven GM to scout and sign talent, Dave Ziegler. See, this guy was, I don't know, he came out of nowhere. He has I believe he has no credibility in any NFL GM spot. He has no fucking credibility. You know, he has no experience, and they took another fucking shot on a nobody for GM. When you know in the NFL, you need to be effective and have some type of experience, you know, to scout these players and to sign the right contracts and to do what you're made to do. And that right there shows the incompetence of Josh McDaniels and his coaching philosophy and this whole system and regime. I want them gone. I can't fucking wait anymore for them to get it together or whatever. I don't think they'll ever get it together. And on that note, that was my pros and cons list of what Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler and this regime have done so far this year and the year previous. So yeah, that's it right there. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of get out of here. This video's long as fuck. And yeah, man, I mean, all we could do is hope for the best. Going forward, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. Hopefully, we get it together, but not gonna hold my breath. I say we just fire Josh McDaniels, play McConnell, see what he has, and I'm not gonna say tank, but just fuck, get as high as we can in the draft, so we could trade like 3 first rounds for Caleb Williams, because in my opinion that's the only option we have going forward. Because if we keep Josh McDaniels, get ready for Mark Davis just delaying the inevitable and us becoming a laughingstock of the NFL once again. So yeah, that's all I got for today, guys. Shout out to everybody who's stuck around or who's gonna come across this video. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. I'm out.